He said Kingdom season 6 clears all, and now he's saying JJK animation is trash.
Oh wow. This is peak rage bait. This is peak rage bait.
I wouldn't even do that. That's crazy.
Kingdom has to have a really good story because I have never once in my life seen a clip outside of the intro that I was like, oh my God, what is that anime? Every time I see it, I know exactly what it is. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. If I want to see niggas fight with wooden sticks, and I'll watch one of the Naruto filler episodes.
I'll watch Elusive Samurai.
There you go. Hey, Elusive Samurai clears Kingdom? Hey, look, if we go season 1 for season 1, I think Kingdom. I think Elusive Samurai clears Kingdom. If we keeping it a buck,
I agree.
Y'all want to keep it a buck though. Y'all want to keep it a buck. Let me up in the live, Marcus. We can get this thing going.
That's not rage bait. We telling the truth.
I'm telling my truth.
Kingdom worth the read or watch. Been hearing it since 2020. It's not worth anything. Nor read nor watch.
It's not worth the lint in their samurai pockets. Yeah.
That shit's worth the store. You just store that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Bet. All right, y'all. Let's smack the likes up. Get the likes up to 1,000. We can get this thing rocking and rolling. We got a pretty cool, pretty decent list for
actually. If we get to 10K, I heard Ken would oil up. That's what Ken said. That's what Ken told me.
Could you invite me up?
Oh yeah.
Bro, you gonna interrupt the goat while he's introducing you? Just look. All morning we were like, "What can we do to spice this up?" And Kim was like, "Well, if we get 10,000 likes, I'll gladly oil up." I gotta practice for my muscle competition, anyways. You look like the type of nigga that would do some shit like that. You would compete. Be up there in a fucking G-string, oiled up and shit. That's one thing I never understood about them niggas. Like, why?
He'd be saying he wanted to do that to show off his muscles, but in reality, he actually just wanted to do that to see other men in their tighty whities.
Yeah, in fact, up close.
I ain't swing like that, G. I ain't swing like that.
I guess. He said, not even a smirk, bro. He said, not even a smirk, bro. Does not want to be here. Talking about you. Oh my God. All right. Wow. 1.5K. Close enough. Welcome to the Worst Take Podcast. What the fuck was that? I ain't gonna do that right before I start the intro.
Do what?
All right. Welcome to the Worst Take Podcast, episode 68, right? 68?
Yep.
I'm your host, Jay Riddle. We got my boy Marcus Yells Anime. Ken Kaizen Explains right there with the shaky ass camera. Back with another fantastic week of anime. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like we've made it through a drought. Like, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, this anime season hasn't been as bad as we thought. But also, I feel like that's like the delusion of us just not having the same, lineup that we had in the spring, summer, and what we're about to have in the winter. You feel me? So I think we just kind of deluded myself and be like, okay, this season isn't that bad. And then when January comes back around, we're going to look back and be like, oh, that shit was ass.
Nah, but honestly, to be fair, like, I feel like it really kind of got, like, this season really got meshed in between, like, two really good seasons.
Yeah.
Real?
Yeah.
Like, it could definitely be worse, I feel like.
Yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. I wonder.
MHA carrying.
I was gonna say. I mean, my MHA is gonna be our first topic. I just came up with a question. Do you guys think MHA would shine this hard if it would have dropped in January next to us?
Yeah. No. Most definitely.
So you guys think in the comments, let us know too. You guys think this MHA final season would hit this hard if it was airing with JJK Calling Games arc, Freerin, Fire Force's finale? That's another season or another show that's ending.
Fire Force
Hell's
not
Paradise
touching it. Hell's Paradise not touching it.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie, Marcus. Recency bias is kicking your ass right now.
Now, what do you, bro? My Hero Academia is dead ass, like, probably like arguably the most popular new gen of all time. Like, it's probably behind Demon Slayer and JJK. That's about it, though.
I'm not mad at that.
It don't matter about it, like animation. Like,
the only thing though,
popular. It being popular and it getting a good anime adaptation are like two.
But season 8 has been good. What do you mean?
Yeah, but most people only tapping into it because that's the only thing to watch. You tell me if they got JJK, Freerin.
No, people are tapping into it because they've been watching the other 7 seasons. They want to see what happens in the finale of it.
But people have been, what is the word? Have been hating on it for the past 7 seasons.
People gonna tap into hate on it. People love to hate watch stuff.
Your mic. Hold on.
Your mic making everything flicker right now.
What do you
Marcus yells anime for real. He does not bullshit. This is real life.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. No, you're good. It sounded like God in my headphones. Like, what do you mean? Fuck you. What do you? But no, anyways. All right. So the only thing I agree, I think it would still shine regardless of what it was airing next to. The only thing is, I think there would be a lot more conversations around its animation because the animation has been really good at times. You know what I mean? But we know for a fact that like JJK and Freerin, there aren't any gaps, and it's just going to be.
It doesn't look like Hell's Paradise is going to have any gaps.
Hell's Paradise doesn't look like it's going to have a lot of gaps either. My Hero Academia has been, I think it's the story is carried a lot, but also like you guys said yourself, the episodes do drag a little bit, which is fine because it's the final season. I'm not mad at it. But if that's airing sandwiched in between the Culling Games arc, which is going to start off rip with Yuji versus Yuta, two of the most, beloved characters in JJK. Freeren's coming back. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on with that because don't nobody read the manga for real. Hell's Paradise is they're already starting back in the thick of things. Like I feel like it would be a little bit more rough. I'm glad that it's getting the time to shine right now by itself. I'll give it that.
I mean, I really just don't see like anything other than JJK and Freerin really being talked about like over My Hero Academia.
All right, I pulled up the list.
I agree with that. I couldn't put the other ones over it. Unless Fire Force, what was it? David Productions just like came out the gate swinging.
Yeah.
We got Fate. We got Vigilantes.
Nope.
We got.
Oh wait, I forgot about Fate though.
We got Fate. We got Golden Kamuy. We got Trigun.
No.
Hey, Golden Kamuy kind of got like a
Kingdom
type fan base. Yeah, it got a Kingdom type fan base. It's probably somebody in the comments right now that says Golden Kamuy the best shit they ever seen.
Hey, I actually do have like friends that actually believe so-heartedly that Golden Kamuy is the best thing ever animated, or not ever animated, but like ever created ever.
Hey, I'm gonna tap in. at some point.
I can't get past the CGI.
We got Oshinoko.
Oh, I forgot that's the issue I had with. Okay, never mind.
Oshinoko? Nope.
Oshinoko was doing numbers before.
It was doing numbers.
It ain't bigger than My Hero Academia.
I think those are two different genres.
I'm just saying, like it was up for Anime of the Year both seasons when it was out, especially season.
That's facts. I just think the people that watch JJK, Freerin, and
I'm talking about like it would. I think it would potentially have more hype than My Hero.
True. Someone in the comments said, doesn't Steel Ball Run come out? It does, but not in the winter. We're just talking about the winter lineup.
And I feel like Data Productions 2 is probably going to cook on that second part.
I don't know. They lost a little
thing about the first part.
I was gonna say they lost a little bit of my faith. I wouldn't put money on it. I wouldn't stake nothing on it. They got to prove it to me.
I think if we're gonna say like MHA has inconsistencies with its animation, then Fire Force season 3 is.
I wouldn't stake nothing on that. I wouldn't stake nothing. I agree,
but I'm just saying like
those shouldn't even be in the same conversation if we keep.
But honestly, MHA season 8 looks way better than Fire Force season 3.
I hope, nigga.
It looks better than Fire Force season 3, 2, and 1. Like we keep.
Okay, no, you're bugging,
bro. I went back. I went after because
you're bugging.
Nah, bro. Fire Force doesn't have a better animated episode than Bakugo versus.
No, that's exactly the one I'm sure. That's the first one I'm going to.
One episode that accounts for the whole season. Or are we talking about the?
Okay. You can name one for one, and then after that, the second best episode of Fire Force season 1 is not better than the second best animated episode of My Hero Academia. Then we can go third best episode, and then maybe they might get one, but at that point they already get down 2. So I mean, you think they'll come back down 2-0? No,
Fire Force don't even got anything better animated than Deku versus Todoroki during the tournament.
Ooh, that's crazy. Hey, shout out to Nakamura. We're gonna talk about him pretty soon too. But yeah, I don't know. Because the Baku episode wasn't the only like immaculately animated episode. That was just the one where it was like the culmination of two things happening at once.
That was probably
the only. It was the best, not the only.
Immaculate? Like what else are we going to call immaculate?
Last episode had some good animation moments. Some
The
good
episode
anime.
before that,
Yeah,
the episode before that, like where the fallout from the All Might stuff or whatever, like the lead up to that still was beautifully animated. It was. I feel like the first 3 episodes were like on a beautifully animated run.
No, I would say Bakugo's is beautifully animated.
No, that's immaculately animated. I'd say, but beautifully animated.
What's the difference between immaculate and beautiful?
Immaculate is like
you the writer,
top of the
Nick.
tier, like like we talking JJK like Demon Slayer levels of that shit. That's what we're talking about.
It's the difference between a girl that's beautiful and a girl that's immaculate.
I'll put it in your terms because you don't like Demon Slayer and JJK as the tools of, or the pinnacles of peak. So I'll say
animation.
like Fate series, like the Fate series. How about that? How about that?
Oh my god, here we go with this story shit. You couldn't just let it slide. We know.
No, Marcus slid it in. He was trying.
Pause. What's wrong with you? You good? You straight? They tried to put it on us. Look, Kim, one of us. Glaze boys. Okay, all right. So how about this?
Oh, now we got Penn started. Now he's talking about, can I slide it in now? You see, Ken. You see,
he would hop in right when.
That's crazy.
Hey, look, Ken Pens is one syllable away. One syllable away. Can you pen Ken?
Look at Ken's face. If we could zoom in on Ken's face, I would zoom in on that.
No, literally. Look, bro, trying to act like he froze. I'm dead.
Oh man.
Okay, so it got a 9.9. That puts it, I think it's tied for one of the highest rated anime episodes of the year. Do you guys, okay, let's break it down first. Episode of the year. Where do you guys think it stands as far as episode? Could you give the last My Hero episode of the year? Or there are a few others that are in the running. You said no, Ken. Marcus, what did you say?
My Hero season finale is episode of the year. It's episode of the year. It's episode of the year.
Okay, Kim, that means you got to put, what would you put over it if you had to pick?
Nigga, I could pick like 5.
Okay.
All right, we got like 2 or 3 from Solo Leveling.
No Solo Leveling episode is better than the most recent episode of My Hero Academia.
That's just recency bias.
That's not recency bias.
That's recency bias.
You can't tell me anything story wise that like actually like clears the most recent episode of My Hero Academia.
The Bonnie and Kuma episode in One Piece. That's the only episode.
I'm talking about Solo Leveling.
My bad.
So are we just talking about story? Or
I'm talking about the culmination.
Okay, the culmination. Sung Jin Woo versus Beerus was a better episode.
I mean, hey, he had to save Shorty. I mean,
everybody was in despair. Niggas was dying left and right.
Yeah,
it looked like they was not about to survive. And then the Shadow God came in and popped in.
Over characters we could give less than a fuck about.
Oh, so now we don't care. Now we don't care. It's hilarious. It even has better directing than. We want to keep it a buck? Didn't have better.
There is not a single scene from Solo Leveling Sung Jin Woo versus Biru better than when All Might literally looks at Deku and then it goes from like panel to panel. Deku growing up in his eyes and being bro. It don't matter. I'm glazing My Hero Academia harder because that shit was 10 times better.
Whoa. Y'all peeking y'all mics. I couldn't even hear. I just Ken, bro, you might have to say something real quick, Ken. You might have blown your shit.
What's good?
All right, we go. We back. Okay, all right. In the comments, let us know. Solo Leveling or My Hero Academia for episode of the year. He's talking about Sung Jin Woo versus Beerus. We're talking about the last episode where Deku finally defeats
Hero X. Got to have one of those episodes in the year as well.
But you gotta give it a name though. We gotta pick the exact episode. If we're gonna argue, then you have to, because with anime of the year, that's when we can be a little bit more general. But with the episode specifically, you got to call that episode out. The only one that I would be able to stand on a hill and I'll die on that hill maybe for as far as that I feel like clears this episode would probably be. I think it would be the Bonnie, the Kuma episode, the finale of the Kuma backstory.
Only because that has great animation,
and story. The thing with Solo Leveling, it's weird because like, all right, you can't get the story.
Ken. You're saying,
bro, that My Hero episode was not as
bro. You can't even.
That wasn't even better animated than Bakugo.
Bartholomew. You can't even comment on that. You haven't watched One Piece.
I watched the episode. I still felt something.
He made a video about it. I still felt something. That episode was like cinematic. Like it was
The directing, the storyboard, all of that.
It's tough to get past.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem putting it over
the episode.
I don't got a problem with it.
I wouldn't die with soul. I wouldn't die on the hill of soul leveling, but I could definitely make Marcus, a really good case for the.
If you're saying the Bakugo episode was the better episode, I would give you that. That Bakugo episode is a better episode than the last episode we just watched.
So you'd put the Bakugo episode as anime episode of the year?
I would put that over this most recent episode, yes.
I mean, it has a case. It does have a case. That was a huge moment. He's just not the MC, so I don't think we respect him as much. But I'm saying you can make a case. You can make a case.
It had the emotional points. It had the animation, the art direction. It had the aura. Like
I don't value the emotional.
Are you serious?
Over Deku? Over Deku?
But we're talking about the culmination of everything that goes into an episode.
So animation. I think he's saying the animation pushes.
I don't know. I think honestly, I think the directing was just as good.
No, it was not.
For the most recent episode of My Hero Academia, I think the animation was better for Bakugo versus All for One, but I don't think directing wise it was better.
It was.
Disagree.
It was overall a better episode. It was an overall.
If I had to input, I'd probably say the Deku episode was better directed. Just because there were a few more
music, but
it's not just the music. But I mean, there were just a few, like there's a lot that went into it. Like honestly, that episode could be a story of its own. You know what I mean? But the Bakugo part was almost like, it's a key to the story. So like, for example, at the beginning of the episode, you have, him facing down Shigaraki armless by himself. He's basically on an island by himself. There's no way people can get to him. He doesn't, at least to his knowledge. For him, it's like, dang, he's walking up to me. He's about to walk me down. He's going to end this. We're about to lose this fight. I just used the last ember of All for One, or of One for All, to his knowledge at the time. You know what I mean? So for him, he was cooked. Yeah. He's literally just like fighting, clawing on the ground with his nubs and stuff like that. And then he gets saved by his friends who had to save their friends. They had to save wow.
You talking about Eri?
Not Eri. The portal dude. Well, I'm blanking on his real name.
Kurogiri?
Kurogiri. I can't remember his real name, but I mean, even that kind of like played into it because they had to essentially like get the humanity side, like reach out to their friend to get him to do that. Because if he didn't, they would have all been cooked. He was a real MVP. You know what I mean? Because he was able to bring all the other battered heroes around. But like, there's that too. So it's like Deku is standing on an island on his own or whatever, and he's used up all of the greatest power in the world, and then come to find out the greatest power in the world or stronger than that was the fact that Deku was able to influence his friends the same way that All Might was able to do for like that generation type shit, which is what Shigaraki said himself. Well, I guess All for One said. He said, it's funny, your weakness or your flaw is something that All Might didn't have, but it's the same thing that makes you stronger and allowed you to surpass All Might. So, I mean, I just feel like there were a lot, as far as like the writing bag goes, but also like the directing around that, because they had to show all that in 20 minutes. Like, that was a lot to show in 20 minutes without being too much. You know what I mean? Like,
I think thematically it was hidden for sure.
I think the culmination of the soundtrack, like the OG soundtrack you say, Run, I think the culmination of the callback, even with the animated moment of Deku's punch, it literally goes back to Deku's first All for One smash. Mm-hmm. I think that was a great callback. I think the whole scene with All Might was beautiful. Saying that ever since that day, you were my hero. I think that was a perfect direction. Deku's mom running like the exact same way Deku ran for when he saw All Might for the first time. Yeah, I think that like there were so many small little subtle like directing.
So I'll give the point. We can give that point directly.
I'm not saying the episode was bad. I think the episode was good. I just don't think it was the best episode of that season.
So if I'm understanding what you guys are saying, are we doing the Bakugo versus Deku, or are we doing Deku versus Soul Leveling, the Sung Jin Woo versus Beerus?
No, I'm saying I think Sung Jin Woo's versus Beerus was a better episode
of those
compared to My Hero last episode that just came out.
Okay.
But I don't think My Hero's last episode that came out was a better episode than Bakugo's episode.
So you're saying if we had to tally the points, you're saying for you, okay, the last episode, I guess emotional depth goes to Deku, but animation, directing, those are points that go to Bakugo. But he's arguing that directing point goes because that will be the tie. If we have 3 points of his animation, directing, and
no, because like a lot of those similar moments that you're talking about with the callbacks and everybody looking up, we had those exact moments. They were in Bakugo's thing. We had the callbacks to his family coming in and saying like, "Oh my God, look at our son. He's smiling. He's doing the thing that he loves to do." And everybody's cheering him on. All Might literally giving him his arm.
No. That was fine. But that was cool. That was cool. I agree. I like that a lot. But honestly, I could give a fuck about Bakugo's family. I really could care less.
But I'm saying like it's still like.
I think the biggest point.
Everything that you were talking about.
I think the biggest point he's talking about is the fact that Bakugo blamed himself for what happened to All Might because All Might had to save him, and that was the last time he was able to use One for All. And so he got to save him and defeat his ultimate. And I think that was really the biggest. That's the one I would use if I was Ken. But
I was getting
even still. Oh my bad. I apologize.
You're good.
I'm trying to look.
I was literally about to talk about like how All Might gave him the arm to splint his thing. Was like, this is the only thing I can really do to help repay you for this moment.
That was tough.
This seems like a good topic because the comments are split too. It looks like we got a lot of both Bakugo and the last episode.
But both of those episodes better than any solo leveling episodes. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Izzy, if you're in here, can you make it a poll so we can get an exact number? I'm just curious if you're still around, Izzy. We appreciate you. That's all right.
I just think we're removed now, and niggas saw how crazy solo leveling was moving throughout the entire year, and now people are trying to hate on it because like when we watch,
it's not hate. It's not hate.
There is not from you, I don't think it's from you, but there is like a movement. Like I posted a solo leveling the other day, and someone was like, "Oh, I'm in enemy territory," or something like that. Solo leveling, what the hell? Or something like, damn, it's like what enemy territory.
You know what it is. I feel like anytime it's like one of these like very big like fighting type of shows, they always like underlook some of the other aspects, like Jujutsu Kaisen is a perfect example of this.
Yeah.
Anytime 100%. Jujutsu Kaisen drops, everybody loves it, but as soon as that shit ends, everybody starts hating on it.
That's facts.
I feel like that goes for like every type of battle shonen that comes out.
That's facts. And JJK has a lot of depth too. I don't know if it just escapes people or they just only see like the. You feel me? Like, I was even watching season 1 with the Junpei shit. I'm like, dang, honestly, I kind of forgot how much that hit. We knew Junpei for 2 seconds.
I literally just got done rewatching with Ashley.
Yeah, that was like especially in the grand,
especially with season 2. I just finished rewatching season 2 with Ashley. So, but
I saw that, and this is a little bit of a tangent, but I saw that in the JJK Parade game. What's it called?
Death Parade.
Yeah.
I think.
They have an arc where Junpei is still alive, and I'm not gonna lie, his abilities should be kind of OP if he actually like trained and like that shit is kind of crazy.
And like Kenjaku's the one who like kind of set that shit in motion.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Okay, all right, we can move on. Well, okay, all right, we're off episode of the year. What about anime of the year? Let us know in the comments. Is MHA shaping up to be anime of the year? I know we've had a long year, and recency bias does play a part. We've had a lot of good candidates this year. Solo leveling, I'd say Gacha Yakuta can probably be in the running. To Be Hero X 1000% should be in the running. My Hero Academia Vigilantes should be in the running. T-Bait should be in the running.
Okay,
I see anything?
You lost me. You lost me.
I lost you anything? Oh, Lord
Don to Don.
Wait. Repeat that last one.
Lord of the Mysteries?
Never heard of it.
What's the mystery about it?
Oh, that's crazy. That's his whole thing.
Lord of Misdirection, Lord of Confusion.
Okay. So let us know in the comments. What do you guys think though? Does MHA is it shaping up to be anime of the year?
Nah, because the anime of the year is One Punch Man.
Ooh. The anime of the year. That's insane.
Yeah, I forgot, man. That spring season was horrible when I'm looking back at it. God damn.
I'm trying to think what else came out in spring. Oh, yeah, it's because Fire Force didn't live up to what it was supposed. It wouldn't have been that bad if some anime lived up to what it was supposed to.
Lazarus also bombed.
Lazarus was fire to me. I don't know. Y'all.
Nigga, come on now.
It was a chill anime. It was.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
They went past Skinner in like episode 3. We were.
Bro, I would say the thing was we all knew it was Skinner too. We like nobody was like that's not bro.
Bro, some of them episodes felt so soulless and directionless.
Bro, like the AI episode.
I thought Soul was all they had. All they had was Soul.
No, they try to use neo soul hip hop beats in the background to give it soul.
I'm not gonna lie though, the club episode was actually a banger though.
Hey, Apothecary Diary season 2.
I didn't watch. I'll take your word for it.
But the thing is, for me, Apothecary Diary, for me to consider something anime of the year, like every episode matters to me.
Bro, it was the most streamed anime in Japan.
I don't give a fuck. It could be the most streamed anime in Japan. The most.
I really hate when people say that because,
in America.
Okay. You almost rage bait me. You almost rage bait me. I was about to go on a tangent. Like, Shuisa said they want to go. Go ahead. Okay. If I'm keeping it a buck.
Dr. Stone
was really good. If I had. I'm trying to take my bias out of it, but it's really hard for me to put another anime over To Be Hero X with what they were able to accomplish this year. I feel like part of anime of the year should be more than I remember. Like when whenever they give you like the little paragraph of what each award is, it's always like breaking barriers, and it just came out like I feel like if this is the most. I don't think an anime has broken barriers the way that To Be Hero X has. Probably in the last 15 years. I don't even know what a good parallel or comparison would be. Only because this is the first time in a long time where they were able to combine both Japanese and Chinese animation. They brought animators from all around the world. It's an anime original. You know what I mean?
3D and 2D animation.
3D so it's just
and completely
2D,
something we haven't seen
which
before.
Is complete mindfuck because it's kind of hard going back and forth. Like even I will say the last episode where they all were 3D, some of the characters that we didn't see in 3D originally threw me off a little bit, and it kind of like may help me understand that like that was kind of hard for them to pull off. And if that was the only thing that bothered me, then they did a great job. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's very hard for me to put another anime over To Be Hero X. And honestly, Soul Leveling should still be in that conversation because it was just really fucking good. Like
We also got Link.
No, that's next year. That's next year.
No, I'm talking about
no. Season 2 came out earlier this year too. That shit was airing with Soul Leveling.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I mean, ReZero too. If you want to go that far back.
Okay. ReZero was in winter too. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that aired this year.
Yeah. No, facts.
Blue Box was still airing.
All right, go ahead and throw My Happy Marriage in there while you at it.
No, My Happy Marriage ain't touching Blue Box. So I ain't
hey, bro, chill out.
Stop. You
really want to have that conversation?
Stop.
Chill out. We ain't even, come on. Stop. Look, Ken about to rage bait me. I ain't even seen Blue Box. No, but
oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh.
Bro,
no,
I've reached my romance quota. I've reached my romance quota for this year.
What was that?
What
was your romance that you?
My Happy Marriage.
Oh god damn it!
I'm gonna count. May I ask one final thing?
Oh god damn it! Get this.
So
nigga
look,
out of here.
That's 2 more than I've watched my entire life. I'm good. I'll start again next year.
All that for My Dress Up Darling to Solo.
I heard Fragrant Flowers solos.
No, Fragrant Flowers.
I'm watching it right now. I'm on episode 4. right now.
Fragrant Flowers withers away. I ain't gonna lie.
What about Your Lie in April? That shit come out this year too?
No, bro. That nigga. That shit been out like 10 years ago.
Oh, my bad.
I'm trying to... Is that pin comment still there?
I'm trying to be one of the romance bros.
No, I got a list for you. Don't worry.
Okay, bet. Go ahead and send it to my spam. All right. So, speaking of Soul Leveling, I mean, Marcus laughed. I'll take it.
Yeah. Marcus laughs at everything.
Not true
Not true at all.
You trying to minimize my? That's crazy.
Never laugh. Never laugh at bullshit. I only laugh at the joke. Got to be peak.
Facts. So by now, everybody's probably seen the Soul Leveling fan animation by Diego. By Diego Woods. All right. You introduce the topic. Goddamn.
Go ahead, Pookie. Do it.
By now, everybody must have seen the Soul Leveling fan animation by Diego Woods. He's the same guy that did the Vigilante Deku viral fan animation like 3 or 4 months ago. He did the same style for Sung Jin Woo versus Biru. And I personally feel like live action needs to go that direction. Fuck all hiring actors and trying to figure out how to make the outfits make sense and stuff like that. Because that'd be half my problem sometimes. I don't like the way some of that should be looking in real life, and it's hard to To me, it makes more sense, and it'll probably even be cheaper at that point. Because at that point, it's probably going to be a little bit more costly than actually doing another anime, but with a better return. I feel like the cinematic animation is better than, like, for example, like with the Sun Wukong. I remember they had a real good 14 or 15 minutes of a similar style for like that. I think it was the intro or something, maybe in the middle of it. But that looked fire too. I could watch a whole 30-minute episode of that. You know what I mean? Like, I think they should just X out doing all these live actions. I know the people in Korea are gonna be pissed because they're the only people that watch that shit. You know what I mean?
Or at least let them do the romance ones, live action.
Yeah, I mean they can have. See, that makes sense though. Romance makes sense.
Anything that I feel like that's more grounded in just like normal day shit, they can.
If the characters exceed the speed of sound, do not make that don't like, you feel me? Like after that, there's no way you can make it make sense in my brain.
Or if they're shooting some big ass beams, like,
or if they can shoot nukes out their hands, like don't.
If they could do anything close to a Kamehameha, we don't.
Bro, it should be looking like it'd be looking like CapCut effects sometimes. I'm
telling you, everybody's praising the One Piece live action now. Wait till that shit gets to let's see. Wait till that shit honestly gets to a no.
Yeah.
And then wait till them niggas really start using hockey for real. It's over with.
But the thing, I could really rewatch a second season or the season 2 of Soul Leveling in that whole animation style that we saw Diego do. You know what I mean? And he was able to do.
That shit was tough.
I think it was like 3 minutes short. I'm sure it took him months to do, but if it was a whole staff on it, you know what I mean, with a budget, like, come on now, I would pay to watch that. Yeah, for real. For real.
Well, I guess my question is like, does he like are those actual people or like is that all CGI?
I think so. CGI.
It might have been like where they wear those suits like for
Oh, like 2K. Like it might be like 2K shit.
And then they just CGI over that shit.
Okay.
That's I feel like that makes sense for how they get like those
like to look real with that. Yeah, and also like the features look that realistic. I like that too. By the way, that just seems like a better way to go. Like, I mean, like, when if you have the One Piece live action, which honestly, like, even as a fan of it, it's always like a hair away from making me cringe. Like, it's good. The story of One Piece is good. We like the characters, and the actors do a really good job bringing it to life. But at the end of the day, like, one or two wrong steps could still make me cringe the same way that Death Note made me cringe, that Yu Hakusho live action made me cringe. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that. Boy.
Yeah. I was excited for that one too.
Wait, y'all didn't like the Death Note live action?
Nah,
nigga, I don't like.
That should have been that should have been a knockout of the park too.
It really should have.
Wait, y'all didn't think the Death Note live action was good?
Nah.
No.
Really? I thought that was probably like the best live action, like in terms of like.
I mean, yeah. It's like watching. Yeah, it was probably.
Did you like the Cowboy Bebop one too? Then
I thought honestly, like I'll probably, if I had to make a top 5 live action, I'll probably say Dragon Ball Evolution, Cowboy Bebop, Death Note. I'll just stick to a top 3.
Wow. It feels like when we watched that like one slice of animation from One Punch Man that was average at best, but it's sitting next to a bunch of ass. So it's like, oh my God, it finally got movement like that. Like with that T-Bait episode too, where like it was a little bit flowy. We had a little bit of extra animation. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, I mean, in a vacuum, ass, but compared to everything else, compared to like Dragon Ball Evolution, peak. You know what I mean? Like,
no, all bullshit aside though, like Dragon Ball Evolution, like actually growing up and watching that shit, that shit was actually tough. Like when I
wasn't mad at it back then. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't mad at it back then.
I watched it for the very first time.
I had the video game too. I think I went like,
bro, they had Piccolo controlling the Ozaru.
See, at the time I'd only watched Dragon Ball Z, so like. If I would have understood like had Dragon Ball at the time, I probably would have been more pissed. But I only watched Dragon Ball Z at the time, so it wasn't. It was just it was cool to see like our anime on TV the big screens.
Nigga pulled up. Are you Piccolo? Did you kill my grandfather? I was like, all right, I'm turning this shit off. This was Piccolo wasn't even green. That nigga was
Goku.
The nigga
Goku was
pale.
slamming niggas in the lockers in high school and shit. Like.
Piccolo looked like the color of mucus. Like,
yeah.
That shit was disgusting.
Nah, facts. All right,
I was gonna say real quick. Something funny? My friend said that he don't give a fuck. No Namekian was harder than Slug.
Slug was tough. Slug
No,
was tough.
No, I ain't gonna lie. He was folding niggas. I can't even lie.
Slug was tough. You know, a close third is probably gonna be Nail, though. That might only be because of a bridge. Bro,
honestly, Nail had aura though. Nail really actually had aura.
No. Yeah, Piccolo had to absorb that nigga real quick. Like,
dog, facts. Nah, dead ass Goku was literally folding niggas up in high school. Dragon Evolution. Dang.
They had Chi-Chi Asian, but they had Goku white. It was
it was all over the place. It was all over the place. It was all over the place. I don't know. I would love to like interview the people involved in all the decision making processes of that movie. Like, I want like, where are you now? What have you worked on since? Like, I just want to know like, how did some of that stuff end up happening? What made y'all do his hair like that? Like, there had to be another way. Like, there had to be something. Like Hollywood's been around for 50, 60 years at that point. That was the best they could do. It looked like they just put a bunch of Gorilla Glue, or what was the gorilla hair shit. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my! I know what you're talking about.
That's actually hilarious because I know exactly what you're
talking about.
You know what I'm
talking about? Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I can't remember what it's called, but and just made a bunch of spikes. Like, I know it was 2008 or whatever, but goddamn, or was it 2010 or some shit?
One of those.
Mm. They never tried again either, like ever.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They should.
No, you're right. They definitely should.
They should keep it that way. What we got next on the docket? Oh boy, he's paused.
Hold on, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
You're good now.
Ooh.
That could have been bad.
He was almost.
There you go, Barry. We're back. It was my AirPods, dog. I opened the case and one of them popped out. My computer automatically went, okay, audio, sound, all the AirPods. I hate that shit.
Mac issues.
Nerves. Literally. Everything's connected. It's like a hive brain with all my shit. Like between this one, that one. All right, Anime Epstein list. Now, Khalil made a video about it and he hit up pretty much all the usual suspects, but I feel like there are so many more we can add to this list at this point that didn't make it. I think on his list originally he had, of course, Master Roshi, Jiraiya, bro from Hunter x Hunter. Why am I blanking? Hisoka. Okay. There's one more I think he had that's like just the usual suspects. But I feel like there are so many more that should be on this list at this point, especially with some of the new gen. There's some little freaky freaks in the new gen.
Bro, the maid from Mushoku Tensei.
Bro, honestly, half of the character list.
Everybody from Mushoku, honestly.
Yeah. Everybody from Mushoku.
The elf.
Oh yeah, facts.
You didn't even watch it, never mind. So he just saying
no, because I was about to move. Oh dang, let me see what I was about to say. Because I was going to say, speaking of elf, I was like Oberon from fucking Sword Art Online, bro. That he was him in real life. In real life,
like I said, Hibana from Fire Force.
Hey, chill on Hibana. That's Bay, right? That's nah. We ain't doing that. Relax.
She was thirsting for Shinra though.
Remember Oberon though? In real life, he basically tried to catch Asuna slipping while she was still stuck in the game.
Wasn't he like the same age?
Bro, there ain't no way. Ain't no way. He looked like he was about 30. He had glasses and like he looked like. Hold on, let me pull up a picture.
Man, you know they age quick over there.
Nah. He looked like let me see. Hold on.
I don't remember exactly how old. Because like the dad wrote off him marrying her. That's what I was trying to.
Bro, Turbo Granny was trying to give Okru and Slop.
May and her little brother.
Yeah, he's in his late 20s. But the thing is, bro, like she was stuck in the game and he was like, oh, you don't remember? Like,
no, I remember that.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, he's late 20s. He's late 20s. Yeah, I see. Okay.
I totally forgot his age.
He flagrant for that. You said May? Oh, definitely May, but I ain't gonna lie.
That's the one you go. Wow, that's crazy.
It's all good. I put Bo on my list. I like Bo. I put Bo on my list. I put wait, whoa, what?
Yoruichi's on that.
What'd she do?
You don't remember when Ichigo was training? She transformed and she was just like standing there naked, and she's like, "You never seen a."
Nope.
You don't remember that?
That never happened. Never happened.
No, Yoruichi's on that list. Sadly.
Nah, she definitely ain't. You tripping?
As Death is on that list.
She's definitely on the list. I put Chi-Chi on the list. Not Chi-Chi, my bad. Bulma on the list. Because when she met Future Trunks for the first time, and she was like low-key like glazing. Like, y'all remember that?
bro.
She was like, "Who is this,
bro?"
Y'all remember that? Or is that
at that time? How old is he at the time? How old is Future Trunks?
He gotta be 16. He can't be 17. Even if he is, she gotta be 35. So I mean,
you got to put Kage on the list. She got what do you call it? Tricked by a shadow clone jutsu by underage men. So
hey, low key, the progenitor of human Otsutsuki relations, he might have been a little young too. The one that got her the first time. Think about it. That was back in like not prehistoric, but that was back when people lived to be like 20 and like so he couldn't have been that old. I don't know. Kaguya, she like him young. Like Drake. Who else we got?
Look at Ken. Ken didn't find that funny.
Ken was like, I ain't laughing. That washed up joke. Yeah, all right. They said let's put Chihiro there. We got Epstein allegations on Chihiro?
No, stop.
No, Chihiro don't respond up emotion for that.
Stop. Stop. We not doing that. We not doing that. Stop.
No.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think he even cares about the other sex. Does he know there is another gender?
I'm pretty sure he's asexual.
Yeah, I don't know. He just worries about revenge and death. Like
I wake up each morning with fresh hatred. Face ass.
Honestly, that would be one of the questions. If I could ask Hakazono a few questions, I'd be like, "Dang, what were you doing when you thought about that line? Like, where were you at?" Because I know that's not something you like. I think that's
he was trying to cook with that opening line. He was like,
"Yeah."
He was trying to set the tone. He was like,
they don't be asking the right questions in those interviews, bro.
No, but that was supposed to be cringy. That's supposed to be
cringy.
Yes, because Shiba literally, like in the voice comic, Shiba literally like makes like an expression and like gives like silence. He's like basically like how we reacted to the line is how Shiba reacted to it.
Okay, like edgelord type shit.
Yeah,
he had to put that in after the fact.
I ain't gonna lie though, I don't know. That shit was so cringy. It was hard.
After the fact to cover himself.
That shit was so cringy. It was hard. I don't care. Now the only thing is the anime. It got to be done a real certain way. Maybe they could just go the cringy route. They could go. I don't know though. I feel like you want it to be really serious. In the first, that was the first chapter, right? Was second chapter, first chapter?
Yeah, that was the first chapter. That was like maybe like one of the first 5 pages.
Dang, fuck the Epstein list. This is a better topic. The first episode of Kagurabachi, there's a lot of elements I feel like they need to nail. Like, what do you think the tone will be of this? Because you know they're gonna go for like they
gotta make it look like Chainsaw Man. They gotta make it look like Chainsaw. Like if I had to give it like a good like anime to compare it to, I want it to look like pretty close. I won't say verbatim, but pretty close to Chainsaw Man.
Oh wow, bro said, "Dang, I want it to look like the best shit I got animated this year." We all want it to look like the best shit got animated.
No, but I'm saying even like tone and mood and everything.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no. I feel that. I got you. So like JJK if they took 3 years to turn into one movie.
No.
Okay. Type shit.
No.
Type shit. Okay. All right.
Keep that JJK shit over there. You know.
You're right.
Honestly, if it like mood wise, I know this is like a Afro Samurai type vibe. I could see.
I actually wouldn't be mad at that. I'm not gonna lie.
Like it's darker, it's grungy.
Yeah. Like, there's a slight little bit of room for comedy, just a little bit. Like like I'm not mad.
Even
at
just
that.
the animation style too. I could see it like cooking with
facts.
Because who did Afro Samurai? Was that Madhouse?
Marcus, the animation guy.
Honestly, that one I do not know.
That's Marcus was in diapers when that shit came out.
I want to say, is this Studio Trigger?
That sounds.
Or Sunrise.
So Afro Samurai was not even made by a nigga. That's crazy. Takashi Okazaki.
This is based on a real.
He could have been mixed.
Yeah.
Was he mixed?
I don't know. Let's find out.
It was a kid from Half and Half, all grown up. See, Marcus ain't laughing at that.
Jay, you right. Interviewers a lot of the time be asking boring ass questions, man.
Yeah, no, that ass. Like anytime I see the SBSs from Oda or whatever, like when we get these little text conversations, like at least make them juicy.
No, the
like,
studio
that's why
was Gonzo.
Gonzo?
Yeah, studio. I don't even.
Oh, is that the studio that went bankrupt in like 20? Like,
yes.
They were, bro. Honestly, I feel like whoever owns Mappa might have like took them out or this. Now they did some like Jay-Z shit and just like ended their run.
They did Gantz. They did Trinity Blood. They did Transformers.
I saw a clip on Twitter of something else they did. Hey, them Transformers cartoons used to be hitting.
Mm-hmm. They did Black Cat. They did Afro Samurai. They did.
Yeah, Mappa took them out the game early. That's what. They're like, we can't let them cook for 20 years. Hell nah. Type shit. Okay. I'm excited for that. Now, Marcus, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big or crazy will your crash out be if Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi gets their anime before Kagurabachi?
I'm trying to think of like what I could say without getting canceled. Actually, I'll commit heinous crimes. I'll just say that.
Respect. Heinous crimes.
Jay, no, the author of Afro Samurai is not mixed.
We didn't think he was. I think we were just.
I just had to double.
Okay.
Like,
so the fact that they had Samuel Jackson doing that shit is kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of respect it a little bit more now.
Bro, could you imagine how pissed Shueisha would be? Like, imagine if anime studios and production companies fumbled both Kagurabachi and Ichi the Witch. What do you think Shueisha would do?
Heinous crimes, like you said. It would be some Itachi shit. Like
I think. What studios would even want to pick up Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi?
Toei.
Really though?
You think Toei would pick up Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi?
I don't think they would, but I want them to. But that'd be. I feel like, because honestly, Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi gives One Piece a lot, and I feel like, at least from an art style and from like the way that he balances like comedy and like the serious tones or whatever. And I feel like with the way that Toei is animating One Piece right now, because honestly, it's getting to the point, very respectfully, like no disrespect to Oda, that is almost giving Demon Slayer and the Demon Slayer manga not as bad. Don't get me wrong. Now I'm not saying it's that bad.
Which aspect
but like,
are you talking about?
As far as like the difference in art, not the difference, but and just how much the anime elevates the art style of One Piece. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi will actually be peak if the anime elevates it a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because it's a little bit goofy. Like the way that it's drawn is a little bit goofy sometimes. So that makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie though, it has some of the best action.
It does have some really good action.
That should be
way better than Oda. Way better than Oda. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have a real conversation about Oda's action sequences in a minute.
Well, I will say Oda's art has drastically declined from the beginning of One Piece to now. Like drastically. I'm talking like it looks like a whole different series, honestly.
Really? I'm not that far deep in this.
Because I like the art for beginning of One Piece. I thought the art, like I'm reading One Piece back and I'm like, holy shit, like the art was really good.
Yeah, when I saw your videos, it made me go back and look a little bit. I was like, damn, that shit is like so much like
cleaner with the lines cleaner.
Lines.
You think his style is just like his style just developed?
I think that he's so deep in the writing bag. He's been weekly. He barely takes breaks. Not like everybody else does, and it's been 20 years. So I think for him,
no, he gets more breaks in that manga. They have like a built-in like break week for him.
No, for sure. But I mean, like he's been doing it for 20 years though. So I'm saying even if he gets the same amount of breaks as everybody else, these people they get that schedule for 200 chapters. You know what I mean? He's done a one manga stint 8 times or 5 times at this point. You know what I mean? For like a normal mangaka. So even if he is getting the normal amount of breaks over time, it's still just like, you know, like I'm just getting this shit out.
He's also just a lot older than everybody too. Like a lot of those people, like he's just been in the industry for so long that he's not going to be able to push out shit like all these other younger people that are freshly new to this shit. Like, you know.
Yeah, I think it's in the story where it's at this point, it's a lot to manage. Like as far as how many moving pieces there are, like, you know what I mean? So like I'm not mad at it. I get it. And again, he's been doing it for 20 years, probably 25, going on 25 now. Is that what it is? Or it has to be going on 25. Yeah. So it's understandable. If it was a 200 chapter manga run and this was happening, like what we saw in JJK and in Kagurabachi, that'd be one thing. But, you know.
Yeah.
At least it's not scribbles. We've seen worse. We ain't getting scribbles. But
we not getting Kagurabachi chapter.
Yeah, we're not getting, like stencil chapters.
Can't like that one.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Dang, which way you want to go? I was interested in Marx's new gen villain conversation, but also the Sasuke versus Neji part 1 topic was actually pretty interesting too. You think we just let the comments decide, or do y'all have one you would rather go with either way? Wait,
we're talking about part 1 Sasuke versus part 1 Neji.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was stronger?
Part 1 Sasuke.
You sure about that?
Like we're talking like end of part 1 Sasuke.
Yeah. No.
I'm with him.
Curse mark and everything.
I assumed it was gonna be Chunin exams because that makes sense. If it's in the part 1, that's not fair at all. It's not even like a conversation.
In the part 1, okay, or more so than let's do Chunin exams.
Wait. Well, give us. You said that it's been a topic of debate. What are the arguments for Neji? Because honestly, the argument even in the Chunin exams,
the argument for Neji is that basically, one, Neji is gonna take off all of Sasuke's chakra points.
Not totally sure. I'm not. Whoa. I can't.
Are we sure Sasuke just doesn't straight up speed blitz him?
I know.
At one, Chidori? What does Neji have?
No, Chidori's not getting past rotation.
Okay,
Are you serious? Anything that hits rotation automatically deflects it back to the person that's sending it. Look at what rotation does. It's not Sasuke's taijutsu is not good enough to get past rotation. At that point.
Whoa. Sasuke's taijutsu with 3 Tome Sharingan. Wait, he had 2 Tome at the time, right? 2 Tome Sharingan
is not getting past rotation.
Not necessarily rotation, but I don't think Neji.
Did he already copy Rock Lee's shit too?
He already copied Rock Lee, and he has 2 gates. He has 2 gates. No. Dude. Sasuke is. Hey, look,
Sasuke is not. Neji was mopping the floor with Rock Lee.
No, but this is what he was mopping the floor of Rock Lee when they were training. Rock Lee was training for the gates as the one thing that could get past. He was literally only training to beat Neji.
The only time Neji
Sasuke watched him, copied that. Sasuke had the cheat code to beat Neji already.
No,
without
No, he didn't.
Bro, Rock Lee's whole thing
for Sasuke
he wanted to beat Neji.
Do damage to Neji, he was going to have to get close to him. Because them fireball jutsus don't do shit to nobody.
He had 2 gates.
Neji can literally see everything.
So can Sharingan. Bro,
not as much, not in that type of situation.
Only thing Neji can see is he can see the 100 or the 360 degrees around him. Sharingan literally slows your movements down. It cancels each other out at that point. If that's what if you want to do it like that.
Okay, so then is Sasuke canceling Neji's chakra points?
Neji has to hit him. It's not going to be like versus Naruto. Sasuke's taijutsu was way better than Naruto's at that point in time.
And Naruto didn't have the best taijutsu at that time.
That's what I'm saying.
Neji did.
Naruto was getting pieced up. If Sasuke and Neji with hands are 1-to-1 almost.
In Chunin exams?
Yes.
No, because Naruto was getting pieced up by Neji. He got bailed out by the Nine-Tailed Fox.
Sasuke was piecing up Naruto too before he got the Nine-Tailed Fox.
No, Sasuke got pieced up by Rock Lee.
Bro, and no, that was before he got the. I'm talking. Listen,
that was before.
That was way before. That was back like right after the land of waves. Yeah, that's way. There's a huge gap.
I wouldn't even count that. Yeah.
Let me break this down. For you. All right, so we're talking about the. What he's talking about was like literally after Land of Waves when Sasuke sparred with Neji or with Rock Lee. Rock Lee literally trained from episode like 17 all the way into the Chunin exams with the one mission of using the gates to beat Neji because basically Guy was like, this is the only way you're going to be able to beat him. Sasuke copied that shit.
He copied the first 2, right?
That's all he would need. That's the only amp he would need.
No, he wouldn't. Because look, when Neji saw that shit, Neji was straight up looking at him like, no, this not enough. When Rock Lee went into the 4th and 5th, then he was like, oh, that. But
Sasuke's other things in his bag to pair with that though. Sasuke's one of the smartest characters.
Sasuke doesn't have enough. His taijutsu is not good enough,
bro.
To match with Neji's taijutsu. It's not.
So Neji's unequivocally the best
at that point in time.
It's like Gojo and everybody else. That's what it is.
At that point in time in taijutsu, yes.
With Sharingan.
Did we not see that exact same Neji box up a Sound 4 with full curse mark?
Which one did he fight? He fought the arrow one.
Well, can't Sasuke also just copy Neji's shit?
He can't.
With Sharingan?
No, because he would need the Byakugan to do the exact same thing that Neji does.
He wouldn't be able to try guns. He wouldn't be able to try guns, but be able to figure out his fighting style.
He'd be able to feel like a fighter side, but it wouldn't do much because he wouldn't be able
I'm saying Neji wouldn't be piecing him up though, like you're saying.
Yes, he would.
Bro, no, he would.
Bro, because the thing about it, all the different hand-in-hand exchanges, right, that they're going to be throwing, all Neji's going to be doing.
Let's start this off with the premise that we already have to nerf Sasuke by taking him back to Chunin exams because we know it's not even fair by the time he not even 50 episodes later, it's not even fair. You feel me? If we want to...
Well, yeah, that's because he gets a curse mark amp.
Oh my god. He has curse mark there in Chunin exams.
Yeah, and he still wasn't. What does that matter?
Bro, come on, gang.
He's not gonna be able to touch Neji.
I forgot he has curse mark amp. So you're saying curse mark amp, 2 gates, and Sharingan are not enough? Barely what? What are you about to say? What you about to say? Barely what?
He was barely strong enough to even handle that curse mark at that time. So
bro, he was totally fine.
He needed that curse mark to what? Didn't he?
He cooked Gar, and so Gar said, "Fuck it, I'm about to bring out Shukaku."
He did not cook Gar.
Bro, what are we talking? Bro, what? Bro, he was outspeeding Gar's defense. The other perfect defense. Bro, we ain't doing this. You're about to raise, baby.
That's because Gar was literally sitting in one spot.
Bro, I think
Gar has auto defense. Are we serious? Gar
I'm not gonna lie. If Sasuke could get past that, I think he could get past Neji.
He got past it twice. Like what?
Neji's way more mobile than Gar.
Oh my god, it's automatic. What are we talking? It's automatic in 360.
Mobile. Yeah, that's the thing.
It got to the point where he put him in a shell. What? Gar was hiding. Bro, we ain't doing this. All right, Gar versus Neji. Who?
Gar versus Neji?
Gar versus Neji.
Gar is by far the strongest one there.
And he got cooked by Sasuke.
And guess what happened to Sasuke's arm when he got in that mud?
Bro, after he summoned Shukaku, he wouldn't even need to summon Shukaku. He wouldn't even have to start transforming versus Neji. Neji would be packed up.
No. And then he got packed up,
folded
in the floor.
Comments. Let us know who's winning. Let us know who's winning. Chunin exams Sasuke or Chunin exams Neji. Round 2 Chunin exams Sasuke.
They said rotation rage bait the new thing.
Hey, because he ain't getting past that. That Chidori ain't enough. It's not enough.
Bro, listen.
Especially for someone
Gar had never had anybody penetrate his defense.
Thank you, Izzy.
He was chill he's been chill his entire life. Sasuke came through that thing with the in the shoulder. He said, "Blood." Come on, gang.
He still didn't finish it.
He had to call Big Daddy. He had to call Shukaku. He's like, bro.
But the thing is, if Sasuke lands a Chidori on Neji, it's GG's. Like,
no, because look at what happened. Neji literally got pierced.
Neji lost to an uppercut. Neji lost to an uppercut. What are we talking about?
That's because of plot. But when he was in that Sound 4 fight, that nigga had the arrow, literally went straight through Neji's body, and guess what happened?
That was only because of Naruto. That was only because if that would have happened before the Naruto fight, Neji would have been folded. No, I'm cooked. He's better than me. The only reason he persevered was because of the fight with Naruto showed him that I don't have to be the strongest in order to win. So if we're talking about in Chunin exams, he's definitely getting cooked by Sasuke because they would be like, oh, damn, Sasuke is actually stronger than me, smarter than me, look better than me. Like, what are we talking about?
No, Sasuke don't got enough in that toolkit at that point.
That's crazy. I ain't cooking for that. Pause. More drip than me. That nigga can't. He pulled up to the Chunin exams late as hell
in a onesie
with a onesie and a sleeve.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy because they're both victims to the Shino. They're both Shino victims.
Definitely Shino victims. 1,000. Look, we can all agree on that.
It don't matter because they're both Shino victims.
Hey, they're both Shino victims and Shikamaru victims. We keeping it a buck. Neji has no answer for Shadow Strangle. Shadow Paralysis, Shadow Strangle, Shadow Possession. Don't say nothing with an S around Shikamaru. If we keeping it a $150. That's crazy. Oh, poor Neji. Poor Neji.
That was a good topic, Ken.
That was a great topic. Hey,
I like that.
Round of applause for Ken. Round of applause for Ken. You did that. That was a Ken Kaizen topic, everybody. That was Ken Kaizen topic.
Rotation clears.
That was his 3rd topic in 68 episodes. No, I'm playing. Well, actually, I don't know. It could actually be true. Who knows? Who knows? Shit, let's give it to the comments. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Oh, I thought I didn't hit record. I didn't see the end stream in my corner. I was like, I was about to cry.
Detrimental.
I was about to cry. Appreciate y'all for watching this long. This is the time where we get to interact with you guys. So give us your hot takes, questions. If you guys want to get us to argue, you feel me? This your time. Rage bait us into oblivion. Let's see. Let's catch up on some of the comments we already missed.
86 Violet Evergarden, Vinland Saga, ReZero, and Steins Gate clear. All new gen ever.
Ooh, that's talk about hot takes. Man, I love that.
He pulled like some of the critically acclaimed.
He pulled some of the like where you go look up
with great writing and all that.
Yeah, and decent animation. No effects. I mean,
I think I started watching Violet Evergarden first. I have to stop that shit.
Are you guys gonna watch the chicken anime? I will definitely tap into
give it another shot.
Wait. Oh,
I will say this about Violet Evergarden. It does have like a very like slow start, but when Violet Evergarden starts to cook, it cooks, and like the episodes that are really peak are like some of the most peaks of the peaks. I will say.
No, it was good. It was just it was pretty, right? It was pretty to watch.
Mm.
It just wasn't enough like conflict going on for me to where I'm just like, all right, like.
Yeah, because it feels like a whole bunch of like side missions. It feels like a very side mission based type of anime. I will say I see where you're coming from, Mr.
Isn't that from a novel?
Yeah.
Is it?
Manga does it better.
Nah, I will say though. Episode 10 is like one of my favorite episodes ever. Like I'm gonna
finish through. It's just at that point in time, I was like,
fair enough.
You finished that. I'm gonna finish 86. I never got to finish. It was great. It wasn't because 86. I enjoyed it. I just had a lot of conflicts in my anime schedule at the time.
Wait, hold up. Somebody said Ordeal is better than JJK, MHA, Demon Slayer combined. What y'all think about that?
Combined? No.
Oh, combined. Woo! Nah, fuck no. Combined, no. What were those one more time?
JJK, MHA, Demon Slayer.
Combined, no. Individually, yeah. Individually, yeah.
Individually,
yeah.
Individually,
yeah.
Over My Hero?
Individually, yeah. Individually, yeah. Individually, yes.
Wait, Jay, you're saying individually Ordeal is better than JJK?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You could tell that shit hurts Jay's heart to say. You could tell.
It does. It really does hurt my heart to say. It does hurt my heart. But yes. Because if I had to, let's see, 150 chapters. And yeah, it does. Unfortunately, it does. It had a better first 100 chapters than
No, I can give you that.
It had a better first 100 chapters than JJK. JJK has a higher. Ooh, I can't even say JJK has a higher peak because that war was insane. I'm sorry. I gotta give it to Ordeal. That's crazy.
Like I said, it took JJK about like 80, 90 chapters for it to really start get going with the culling game shit. That's when it really started taking off.
For me, it was Shibuya, honestly.
Shibuya for me, yeah. For me, Shibuya. Well, I did like the hidden inventory arc. That was right before Shibuya. That's around the same period anyways. But yeah.
I think when JJK really started taking off for me was when Gojo got sealed. Because once Gojo got sealed, I was like, how the fuck are they going to get out of this shit?
As like the culling games in Shibuya all like one thing, or do you count that as separate?
No, I count them as separate.
Because Shibuya had too many huge moments that kind of separated from what's going to happen in culling games.
Okay.
To me, that was probably some of Yuji's biggest growth that sets him up for the end of the show. Honestly, the best. Well, it's actually some good points in culling games too. But the best of the writing that kind of makes Yuji the character he is comes from
Shibuya.
First Junpei, then Shibuya. Yeah. So, and then culling games, I feel like is more of like a Yuta Maki. And,
honestly, Megami, you could
Megami. Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit. Yeah. One thing I'll never forgive Gege for. Well, I guess he did bring Toto back at the very end, so I'll shut up. I wish I really would have liked it's Kishimoto effect to where I wish I would have had a little more time with Big Dog, but
Gege was a welcome back to the story ass merchant. That's what he did.
Oh, you're talking about the end? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is why we need industry insiders, because I feel like something happened at some point, or he was like around where he got sick, And I'm sure Shuichi was probably like, we don't give a fuck about your appendix, nigga. You better keep going. And he was like, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like the way I'm being treated. You feel me? Like, I don't like something. I don't know. Because it just seemed like the way he went about things towards the end were way different than the way he went about things in the beginning, even the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think he, like, I understand the ending, but I think he just didn't execute it the way it needed to be.
Yeah, but I wonder why though, because Mojo's even kind of reinforcing. Because I ain't gonna lie, there is a point in time where I started to sip the Kool-Aid that you and a bunch of other people were pushing as far as some of his writing. I had to go back and remind myself of what the big, because people really don't be. I think for some reason people just equate. I don't know. Gojo's a huge part of some of the best writing Gege's produced, and people like only attribute him to being the strongest, and that's it. When there is so much more to it and little things like that. But Mojo has reminded me of how well
he does better in shorter stints.
Bro, this is the first short stint he's done. You can't say that.
No, like Hidden Inventory is technically its own little like contained like mini arc story within the actual series.
The story is built up of arcs, so I mean, you can
but it's its own contained like thing. Like it's set in the past. The main characters aren't a part of it at all.
Flashback,
but it was a long ass flashback. That was its own self-contained story.
One Piece got like 10 of those.
But I'm saying
like 20 of those.
We're in one right now. We haven't seen Luffy since March.
But I'm saying like that's probably like, I think that was probably some of his like best writing was during that arc.
Okay, that's part of it. My point though is that,
but I think it's like that because it's more of a self-contained type thing, and it's easier.
But I'm saying, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Well, what I'm saying is, I feel like something happened towards the end that, because there's no way you spend X amount of chapters on, bro. There's a point where like there was probably a small sequence when they were inside of Yuta's domain that spanned like 3 chapters or 2 chapters, and then you end it in 2 chapters. Like, how do you go from the pacing of it's just something just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like something felt like something happened, and we randomly got the news too. It's not like we knew that the shit was gonna end in September at the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? We knew that it was gonna end in September in August. You know, they told us, oh, we got 4 chapters left. Like, what? It's just all out of the blue. So like, I feel like he loses credit for some of his writing because of the ending. There were a lot of beautiful plot points everywhere sprayed out in between that he set up really well that just didn't get the love they deserve because they didn't resolve the best way I think the way they should have. You know what I mean? But I feel like he's a much better writer than what JJK shows or what people actually think of JJK. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask people about his best writing moments, they won't bring up the moments with Gojo and the elders, because that's something that literally was put into play at chapter 1 of JJK. You know what I mean? Like, that's a huge thing. Like, stuff like that. You might bring it up because you're a writer, you know what I mean? But people that talk about the writing, they'll just talk about Yuji and Mahito, Sukuna, and they'll just talk about Gojo being the strongest. That's pretty much the farthest it goes. They don't talk about Maki and the Zenin clan. Yuta's identity is not Yuta. I'm sorry. Megumi's identity crisis. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like it's him and his sister. Like there's just so much. So, anyways, before I keep glazing JJK, that's my only thing. But Mojo is really showing like, yo, bro, like that for real. Now, I don't want to say this, and then when we get to chapter 20 and he's about to end it, and then he just ends it in 1 chapter and nothing gets resolved. I'm gonna be pissed.
Nothing gets resolved because it leads to a bigger sequel.
Oh, then I'll be happy. Peak cinema. But Gege's beating allegations. He's beating all allegations. I'll stake my career on that.
Okay.
I'll stop making content.
What you think about that?
I've only read the first like 3 chapters of Mojo, so I can't really.
Okay. I respect it. Let it cook. It's okay. By the time you come back, it's gonna be back trending. You know what I mean? It's doing decent right now, but you know, type shit.
He's talking his shit. I respect it. Honestly though, y'all think Gojo got better writing than let's see. I'm trying to think of like big. I'm trying to think of like big like mentors.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Does Gojo have better writing than Jiraiya?
Better writing than Jiraiya. Better writing than Jiraiya. I can't tell my brain is trying to stretch away into making it make sense.
Comments. They said Marcus don't even.
It's the way it ended makes it. Yeah, actually, he does have better. He does have better writing than Jiraiya. He does have better writing than Jiraiya.
Okay.
For so many different reasons. So look, one, there's the thing of him being the strongest, the loneliness of it. That's just one aspect of it. There's also him trying to revise and revolutionize Jujutsu society, not because of all the loss that he incurred as a child, and also trying to stop his students from incurring the same loss. You feel me? And then there's the point of him being just a weapon of Jujutsu, which was huge. Again, people sleep on little stuff like this.
Yeah.
And then he gets, something happens to him. I don't want to spoil it. And then his body is used again while he's no longer, like, it's just like reinforces the fact that, you know, he was always just this weapon of Jujutsu and nothing more than that, you know. So
yeah.
Ken, the topic is better writing between Jiraiya and Gojo as a sensei. And I'm just going with Gojo.
That's a tough one because I'm like,
Jiraiya's more beloved. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's more because I'm trying to like go back into like I think I might have to like read some of like those Jiraiya chapters again.
That is
like,
true.
Because like that theming though, like I'm trying to figure out like what was like Jiraiya's like main theme for.
You know what? Actually, a better one would probably be this one. Who's a better written character, Gojo or Kakashi?
Damn it! That was the one. I thought you were gonna do that first. I thought you were gonna do that first.
It's probably gonna be Kakashi.
I might still go with Gojo.
I think Kakashi just might have a little bit more layers to him.
I think Gojo has more layers.
I don't really know if that's.
I broke it down while you were gone. So for me, the Gojo layers are one. Okay, of course, the most obvious is he's the strongest, like unequivocally, to the point where it's like debilitating loneliness for him. He grew up just like Kakashi, kind of similar. He grew up, except he goes about it differently. But he grew up losing all of his friends. If you look at his high school picture or whatever, it's just him at this point in Shoko. And that led him to wanting to change Jujutsu society so that it's not this constant thing of us training up people who can use Jujutsu sorcery and they just die in a line of fire in combat and stuff like that. And also the politics behind it, which is why he ends up doing what he did to the higher ups. And then also there's the other layer of him, which Gege kept reinforcing it since the beginning, of him just being a tool of Jujutsu at some point, because he was the strongest. He was the inheritor of Six Eyes and Limitless or whatever. So he was pretty much their nuclear weapon for everything. After he dies, he can't even rest in peace because his body is being used by Yuta, which again reinforced the idea that he is just a weapon for Jujutsu, and he's not like people just see him as the strongest. They don't see him as Satoru Gojo. They see him as Satoru Gojo, the strong. You know what I mean? So like, I just feel like that with Kakashi, the layers that I see off the top of my head, you can definitely help me out with this. Child soldier. He's seen both sides of the spectrum to where like he's been on the covert ops side to where like the Leaf Fields were doing some really devious things. You know what I mean? And eventually or whatever, he's kind of jaded from that. He lost his dad in the line of combat.
Also, I think also the way he loses his dad is a big.
My bad. That should have started there. I should have started there because that frames everything else from there. Go ahead, my bad.
Because I was gonna say, because we all know like the main like theme of like Naruto is connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah. I feel like
he embodies that really well.
I feel like Kakashi embodies that almost as much as Naruto. Because I feel like Kakashi is basically the culmination of Naruto and Sasuke. Because he's had points where he was like Sasuke.
That's a great point. When
he was treating Obito basically like shit. Because he was like, I'm the top dog. I'm the Jonin. I'm the one doing everything.
You're a bum. You got Sharingan.
Which also leads back to the whole thing with his father, because his father died because he was he went against
killed him. He went against the norm for ninja. Yeah,
because his father chose to, which comes back to connection, saved his friends because he had a strong connection with them people over completing like the mission, and so that ties in with Kakashi not really valuing his friends, not really trying to have connection with people. And then Obito sacrifices himself for Kakashi, gives him the eye, which him giving him a piece of himself ties like another tether of like connection with him. And then he goes on this path. And then he has a connection with Rin, and he has to sever that and sacrifice her. And basically now like all of his closest friends that he was starting to really cherish after like Obito did what he did. Now it's hard for him to actually get connection, even though he's like trying to. And then basically he's using his students as a form of it, but like they're not meeting up to his standards of showing people how to care for each other and like how to actually operate correctly as a team. So he fails any other group that actually doesn't embody like connection and teamwork and everything else. So I don't know. And then it goes. Then
that seemed like one layer though. Like I mean, then
it goes into the layer of like what it is to mean to be like a ninja, like his whole philosophy with it.
I mean, that's
he has layers of like talking about like what like true power is and like how to go about that. So there's other.
My thing is it's not really much about like it being like if you have multiple layers. Like mine is more about like you could still have one layer, but if that layer has multiple like points to it, I feel like that's like kind of important to me.
I think they both embody they both have multiple points.
Yeah.
Well. But I want to say like Kakashi is literally just an iteration of the cycle of hatred, which is again like a huge theme in Naruto or whatever. But like you can go and see various characters with pretty much similar backgrounds or whatever to like it's hard because
I would say
I think Gojo has like a more unique writing than like Kakashi. I mean, very bare minimum that's kind of something like connections, bonds, you know what I mean, like cycle of hatred, like those are things that are kind of typical in like shonen in the manga. I think Gojo's is actually a little bit it's a different take on what a sensei should be. Like he's literally undermining the entire system that Jujutsu Society operates off of while also being a part of a cog in the machine. Like I just feel like he even outside of the layers part, I feel like he just is a more unique character than Kakashi. Like in Naruto, there are like 5 other Kakashis. You know what I mean? Like in JJK, it's just Gojo, and he only had 250 chapters to accomplish this. Like Naruto is 500, 600 chapters. So like, you know what I mean?
Hey, put some respect on my Go Sukuna.
And Sukuna, there's only one Sukuna as well. There's one Sukuna as well, but it's hard though because Naruto is my favorite shit of all time. So like, I don't know. I didn't even. It felt sickening to put Gojo over Jiraiya, but even with that, Gojo just has like a more unique like point of view to me, I guess.
Ken thinking really hard. Ken thinking really hard.
I think he's processing.
No, because like I think Gege does a great job with Gojo because like the value is like the theme is like value of like life, basically. And so I think he does a good job of like showing that the duality of like value of life with Gojo, but I don't necessarily think he actually like Gege doesn't actually make a clear stance on value of life. He just shows that the sides, but doesn't really tell you like exactly what his clear stance is on like the value of it. So we're just kind of like in this gray area with JJK and like with Gojo in that retrospect. At least with like Kishimoto, he makes a clear, like a very clear and definite stance of like what connection is and like what's the actual proper way to like go.
But I think those are two different. Like value of life is up to
no. I'm talking about like. But normally authors, when you're coming up with themes and stuff, you have a thematic statement of like what is the statement that you're questioning, and then what is your answer by the end of the series.
Yeah, but even in Kishimoto, he has like there's a spectrum of what connection means though.
No, but that's where the sub themes and different arcs come into play.
But it's not just one thing though. You're saying you want. No, I wouldn't be able to give you an answer though, but based on my understanding of Naruto, what he actually means, like because you have the. For example, so with Sasuke's team, Heavy or whatever, you have like the business kind of like that's a connection too. That's a bond, but they have like more of a business arrangement between them. You know what I mean? Over where you have the Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, where they grew up together, or whatever. They have. I'm just saying, there's different forms of connections that I don't feel like that.
No, that's
I couldn't say he. But I'm saying like, well, I can say where does he take just like a clear stand on what it is? I feel like he's saying
at the end that the only thing essentially for the betterment of like the ninja world is for ninjas to have connection and not be isolated. because basically Sasuke, it literally answers it with the infight between Sasuke and Naruto. Naruto's like, no, we can be friends. You're my main guy. We're better as a unit than we are separate. And Sasuke's like, no, I'm trying to sever all of that shit. I don't want none of it. I don't need any of it. And then at the end, even though they ended in a stalemate, Sasuke was like, Naruto, you won. Mainly because Naruto got him to see his ideal of like, we need to be together as a group. We're better this way with forming our bonds. Like, you're not severing this bond. And Sasuke is like, you know what? You're fucking right. That's why he tells Naruto's he wins.
Bro, no, I was gonna say that's why I kind of like the way the games did the fights in Naruto, like that final fight between Naruto and Sasuke, because like when Naruto falls into the river, you see like all the hands, like Minato, Jiraiya, like everybody that Naruto has talked to, like
my hero can never
lifting him. My hero can never.
And then with Sasuke, he literally only get like one.
Yeah, he got like Itachi's, I think.
Yeah. And so I just think that with his I think with a character like Kakashi, he kind of gives a definite answer like with it. And like with Naruto, like he gives a definite answer with his theme and what he's trying to express throughout the series.
But value of life, that's like,
I know, but like that's basically like what Gege's theme is. Yuji says it all the time. What is a good death? Like how do I get people to have a good death and stuff like that?
They explained that with Gojo too, though. Like Gojo, in his death, not only did he, not only was it he sacrificed himself and his morals and his ideals when he slaughtered when he did what he did. You know what I mean, to the higher ups.
Yeah, but Gojo isn't the main character.
Neither Kakashi.
No, but I'm saying, but like Kakashi answers it along with other characters, including Naruto.
And just like so does Yuji, just the same way that.
How does Yuji answer it?
The value of life?
Yeah, how does he answer it?
I would say. I don't know what I would say. I don't know.
Because he leaves it kind of like open ending and like vague.
So writers aren't allowed to leave stuff open to like the reader's interpretation? That's not a thing?
I mean, you can, but generally that leaves people with an unsatisfactory like ending.
I mean,
not everybody.
The ending was unsatisfactory to most people, so I mean, I can't argue that. So I'm not mad at that.
But people can do whatever they want. It's just generally.
But didn't Yuji kind of like explain his like thought process in his flashback with Sukuna?
Yeah, which is why Sukuna at the end was like, maybe I'll try it a little bit different later next time. But you're talking about like when they had the little slice of life inside of the domain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't really explain that very well. So that's why I was like, I don't know.
I just can't remember the exact wording to how it went.
If there is an answer, it's somewhere in there.
Yeah. It was just vague. That's why I'm just like,
they gave him 4 chapters in the bitch.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna spend 1 on the fight, 2 on the aftermath, and 1 setting up Mojo. That was like
1 bringing no borrowed.
1 bring. No, facts.
That shit was crazy.
No, that was a good topic.
I literally thought she was cooked. Like,
I believe the whole
her
time.
whole brain was dang near like, I don't know what type of RCT is bringing that shit back. The brain is fucked.
Hey man, a win is a win. A win is a win. I think we can cap it off. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. It's been a good episode. We'll be back next week. Well, actually Monday. We'll be back Monday, not Tuesday. Just we're doing this because our schedules were a little bit fucked up this week. So appreciate y'all for watching. I usually post this on Dang, I keep throwing it Monday in there. Tuesdays usually post around 5 p.m. So the full episode will be on YouTube. Just look us up at Worst Take Pod. We're on YouTube, Instagram, and then all of our TikToks. We'll be back next week. Oh, are you guys going to watch? Is JJ comes out this week or next week? It's next week, right? In America.
No, I'm not watching that mid shit.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to decide because it is like, isn't like part of it like a recap, and then we get the.
It's like 3 episodes recap, 3 of the new, I think, or something, or 2 episodes recap.
Honestly, I low-key hate. I hate watching like the 3 episodes because then like those first 3 weeks of shit dropping, you're just like, I already.
That is true. That is true. But it saves a little room. Element. It says we read the manga though, so I mean, for me at least, it'll just give me a head start.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But I'm with you. But okay, all right, we'll be back next week. Maybe we'll talk about it if we see it. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace.
Peace.